Well, hello there, people of the internet, and hello again. I am TheMBmulti. Welcome to part 53 of my Let's Play Doki Doki Literature Club Blue Skies. In the previous episodes, we entered Act 3 with Natsuki on the Natsuki route still. Regrettably. No. I mean, I still prefer anyone else over Natsuki, but I mean, it's not like I hate it or whatever. Although, if you've watched the previous videos, you may think otherwise. Anyway, we're on Act 3. We had the Christmas party in the previous episode, and Natsuki was a little bit jealous, showed a bit of jealousy about my relationship with Sayori, but I assured Sayori, luckily in the game and also like in real life, but of course in real life I have no impact on what's going on in the game, but I assured Sayori, if I said Natsuki, I assured Sayori that I was not gonna let anything come between us, because we're still friends, and even a Natsuki as potential love interest is not going to mess up the very tight relationship I have with Sayori. And I meant that, because I wanted to say that in real life too, but luckily the guy in the game said the same thing. But anyway, we're in Act 3 right now, so let's go. Triple dots. Mark? Wake up, sweetie. Huh? Oh, Mom? Haha, good morning, sweetheart. Mom! In one swift motion, I throw off the covers and rush over to my mom, embracing her in a tight hug. When did you get here? I came in last night when you were sleeping. You were still asleep when I woke up, so I went out to get us coffee. French vanilla, just how you like it. I tightened my grip around her. You're the best, Mom. Yeah, I try. Okay, sweetheart, you're kind of choking me. Oh, sorry. Reluctantly, I let go of her. But it's like in Jurassic Park, where Lex is hanging around Dr. Grant, like, Lex, you're choking me. Here, let's have breakfast. We have a lot to catch up on. Oh, definitely. Mom and I head downstairs and into the kitchen. While she makes breakfast, I grab my coffee out of the cup holder and sit down at the table. Mark, do we not have any eggs? What? No, I bought some. They're in the way back, I'd assume. Ah, here they are. Here we are. Don't know how I missed them, considering how barren that fridge is. When was the last time you went shopping? A week ago, maybe? I've actually started to pick up cooking, so usually there's more stuff in there. That explains why there were bell peppers in there. I've never seen you eat them in my life. They're actually really good in omelets. Really? Well, you have to make them for me sometime. I could make them right now if you want. No, it's alright. I miss making breakfast for us, to be honest. You've been handling yourself, alright, yes? Yes, well, good. Good. Gut. Also eine andere Frage? Nein, mein Führer. Gut. Also dann gute Reise. Mom continues to make breakfast as I slowly sip my coffee at the table. Eventually she comes over. Plates of egg in hand. She sits down and we finally begin eating. So, what time did you come in last night? Well, my flight got here around 11 and I was home by 12. I expected you to be up when I got home, but you were sound asleep. Yeah, I've been trying to get to bed earlier recently. Cooking? Going to bed at a reasonable time? Excuse me, but what did you do with my son? We both chuckle. In all seriousness, I'm glad you're taking better care of yourself, Mark. Although I never expected you to get into cooking. What prompted it exactly? Haha, well... Mom raises an eyebrow at me. Oh, I know why. You have a girlfriend, don't you? What? No! I don't have a girlfriend yet. Oh! Mark, tell me everything. Alright. So her name's Natsuki. We met in the literature club and we've been hanging out for a while now. She likes manga, so that's what we mainly talk about. She sounds like your type of girl. No, she doesn't! No, she doesn't! Yuri or Sayori. And dare I say it, Blue Skies Monika. Apparently she is, though, in this timeline. This cursed timeline. She's also really into baking. We made cupcakes together one time, actually. Oh, that reminds me. I haven't told you about the festival. The festival? What happens? Okay, so, you know how my school has a culture festival every year, right? Mm-hmm. The president of the literature club, Monika, made us do a poetry performance during the festival to attract members. Natsuki and I made cupcakes for the festival. Everything was going great, but then a bunch of idiots decided to come and see the performance. The entire time they were talking, laughing, throwing food, they were just being assholes. Language, young man. Sorry, but that's the best way to describe it. Anyway, they completely ruined our performance. It was an absolute mess. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. Then, right after that, Natsuki and Monika got into a huge argument over the performance. It was nasty, Mom, let me tell you. Monika was being all stuck up and icy, Natsuki wasn't having any of it. It was not a fun day. Certainly does not sound like it. Why'd you stay after that? If I were you, I would have left immediately. I hate drama. Yeah, I did consider it, but Natsuki and Sayori really enjoyed me being in the club, so I decided to stay. Really? Did Natsuki say that? Well, not technically, no. My mother shakes her head. Just ask her out already, Mark. You obviously really like her, and it sounds like she likes you too. Well, I did try. Oh, did she say no? Well, she didn't say no, but I don't know if I should say this. Oh, tell me, what happened? Only if you promise to keep this between us. Oh, come on, how bad could it be? Mom, it's not what you think it is, trust me. Alright, sweetheart, I promise. Thank you. Anyway, I invited Natsuki over so we could make some bentos together for lunch. I've been planning on asking her out for weeks, and I was gonna do it then. But we were just talking and she brought up some heavy stuff. Her parents' divorce, her mom leaving, stuff like that. It was surprising. Anyway, I knew asking her out right there and then was a bad idea, so I dropped it. Haven't brought it up since. That's not what I expected. Well, when she brought it up, what did you say? I'm not entirely sure. I was sick when it happened, so everything's a bit fuzzy. I know that I said that I'm always gonna be there for her. That's about it, though. I don't know, man. What the heck are you supposed to say in a situation like that? I wouldn't know, sweetie. You did the right thing, however. I'm proud of you. To be honest, I'm torn, Mom. How so? Well, I really like Natsuki, but at the same time, do I really want to deal with something as serious as that? Oh, that is a horrible reasoning for. I mean, yeah, in case of Natsuki is like alright, but no, it's kind of the same as being in love with Yuri and then Yuri telling you that she self-harms and then wondering, I don't know whether I should ask her out because that's a pretty big deal. Like, you know, like we discovered during the year, right? We discovered it after we already were officially dating, because we were already like boyfriend and girlfriend at that point, and then after that we accidentally discovered it, and then Yuri decided to, you know, spill the beans and tell her everything. And we still decided there wasn't even an option, but even if that option was there, I would never have selected to run away, but there wasn't even an option to like abandon it or whatever, like oh, I don't, let's take things slow or whatever, like back off, or no, there was no option like that. There was, we will fight through this and we'll fight through this together. And the same thing with Sayori. That actually did happen before we became romantically involved. Sayori told us she's depressed, and after that we decided to ask her out, and first she would become our girlfriend, it might be my girlfriend or whatever. So it's the same thing as that, you know, like loving that person, then that person tells you something, and then, oh, I don't know whether I should like involve myself in that heavy stuff, that may be a bit too difficult for me. Like, no. The hell, that's the same as like Sayori being in love with Sayori tells you I'm depressed and then running away. That's the same thing if you do that. So I mean, not in my case, Natsuki's not the best example because, again, she's not much. In contrast to what she said, she's not my type. But whatever. I digress, but still, the point is, that's a horrible reasoning. Am I even mature enough to deal with that? Is it selfish for me not to date her because I don't want to do? Yeah, yes. It's that second one. I just don't know what to do, Mom. I need some advice. Oh, sweetie, I don't think you're being selfish. Mom moves into the seat directly next to me and puts a reassuring hand on my shoulder. It's good that you're admitting that you don't think you're ready for something like this. Most teenage boys just rush into relationships without ever thinking about if they can support their partner. Yeah, see, that's a different thing. Just like, I don't want to deal with it is a bit different than I don't know if I am capable of dealing with it. Like, you know, just saying, oh, I don't... That's like, I don't want the drama, back off. I'll find someone that's more easygoing. Like, that's what this guy... I mean, I bet my character means this too. But by the way he said it, I thought he meant like, oh, that's drama. That's too much effort. Back away. Like, no. You could totally... I get that. Like, you know, like, oh, I don't think I am good enough to... support her properly, you know? That's different than just bailing out because it's difficult. Even then, I don't really see why your parents' divorce is so paramount into deciding whether or not you two date. Well, there's more to it. She said that due to money problems since the divorce, her dad's been having some problems supporting them. Oh. Well, is it serious? No, it's just a small problem that happens from time to time. Like when I run out of money... Like when I run out of money for food. Well, that's because you spend it on manga, dear. We don't mention that. Mom and I both chuckle. The laughter lifts some of the tension out of the air, which is a relief. Well, when that happens to Natsuki, do you think you can be there for her? Yeah, I think so. Then you have nothing to worry about, sweetheart. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Mom. I give her a grateful smile. I love you. I love you too, sweetie. I'm glad you came home. It's really great seeing you again. And you, sweetheart. So, how's Sayori been? Sayori? Oh, she's been great. We've been hanging out a lot more recently. It's been really fun, actually. I'm not surprised. You two were almost inseparable as kids. Remember when you two got stuck up in the tree? Yes, I remember. I feel my cheeks turn bright red. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that Sayori brought that up at the Christmas party a couple of days ago. You had a Christmas party? Yeah, it was actually really fun. All of the girls from the club came over. We did a Secret Santa together. Natsuki got me this manga box set I've been wanting for a while, which is pretty sweet. Sounds like she really knows you, huh? Guess you could say that, yeah. Oh, speaking of Christmas presents... Mom reaches into her work bag, which she had placed next to the table. Here you go, Mark. Merry Christmas. Mom! I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's a brand new handheld games console. Or is it a Nintendo Switch or something? Or a Nintendo DS? I felt really bad for missing Christmas this year. And I know how much you're into your video games, so here we are. Mom, this is awesome. Thanks. Oh, I remember when I got a Nintendo DS for my birthday. It was the best. I got a Nintendo DS and Lego Indiana Jones. I can't remember how old. I was still in primary school. I knew that, but I can't remember how old I was exactly. But yeah, I got that. I walked into my parents' bedroom. Well, they woke me up first of all, and then they dragged me into their bedroom, and we just laid in bed together, all three of us. Just happy birthday, yeah. And I had to go to school that day, so it was very early in the morning because it was just before I had to go to school, and they gave me my present, which was a Nintendo DS with Lego Indiana Jones, and I wanted to spend the entire days playing it, but I couldn't because I had to go to school. So I was laying in my parents' bed playing the game, and then my mom or dad or whatever was like, "Hey, you have to eat your breakfast and go to school in a few minutes." Like, oh yes, I know. So then, I left the Nintendo back home, and then I went to school, and everybody would sing and stuff, like, "Hey, happy birthday" or whatever. You had to give out treats. I don't know how that goes wherever you guys are from, but where I come from, at least in primary school, in secondary school you didn't do it anymore because you're way too cool. That's child stuff. You don't do that anymore, you know. But in primary school, you had to treat everyone in your class for while it was your birthday, and then everybody would sing happy birthday and stuff, and sometimes you would also get a present from, like, as the entire class. The teacher would arrange that, like, it's just something tiny, and then you had to give a treat out to everybody, which could be whatever you wanted, and then you had to invite people for your birthday party. That was the shit. That was the shit back then, if you got invited or not. Like, you know, obviously you would only invite your closest friends first, and then, like, you know, you're only allowed to invite a certain amount of people. And you had to make some pretty tough choices to invite certain people that you liked very much, or that you considered your friends or whatever. But yeah, whichever birthday that was, I can't remember, but I do remember that I got, I don't remember how old I was, but I do remember I got a Nintendo DS. I still have I don't know where it is, but I still have it. I think it's up in the attic somewhere, but I still have that Nintendo DS. I played the crap out, my parents played the crap out of it too. Because sorry, there's a side story, but we went on holiday. A friend of mine who is my stepbrother now, but he was just a regular friend, a good friend back then, and my parents, who went on holiday with the four of us, and I brought my Nintendo along. And I had a SD card in it with Nintendo games, which I had illegally downloaded because I was such a rebel back then. But one of the games on there was Weekend Millionaires, you know, like who wants to be a millionaire, you know, like where you have to ask, like you have to answer like 15 questions and then you become a millionaire. But then it was on the Nintendo, and my parents especially really liked that game, and me not so much, because those questions were a bit difficult for me, so I didn't really understand, so I didn't get very far usually. But like a bunch of years later, when we were talking about that holiday, whatever, and then my parents admitted that while me and my friend were sleeping, they snuck into my room, stole my Nintendo, and then they would play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire the entire night through. And then after they were done, they would sneak back in, put my Nintendo back on the charger, and then left as if nothing had ever happened. And they did that apparently every single night. And then they played the crap out of that Weekend Millionaires game, and that they together would like try to answer all the questions, like, you know, which is pretty funny and actually pretty cute story. But yeah, anyway. Thanks a lot. I quickly stand up and give her a big hug. A sly smile forms on my mother's face. I knew you like it. Anyway, I'm curious about this literature club of yours. What do you do there? Mostly we just hang out and do literature things. Define literature things, dear. You know, like reading and writing poems and stuff. So, are there reading assignments or anything like that? Well, Monika does this thing where we all write a poem and get feedback on it. You've written poetry? I can tell by the tone of her voice that you find me being a poet hilarious. Yes, I have. You're gonna have to show me it. You're gonna have to show it to me sometimes. Yeah, that's not happening. Alright, sweetie. I'm gonna lie down for a bit. I'm still tired from the flight. We can go shopping later, though, just like old times. That sounds like fun. Jesus, I wish I could do that. Good to hear. Can I trust you to do the dishes? Yeah, sure. You're such a good boy. I'm not a dog. Who's a good boy? With that, Mom heads up the stairs, leaving me alone with the dirty plates from our breakfast. I don't mind doing the dishes though. It's something I've gotten used to while I'm alone. Speaking of which, I'm already dreading the next time when Mom leaves on another business trip. It'll be hard readjusting to living by myself again, I can already tell. Guess that means I should enjoy my time with her now. It's been a few hours since Mom and I spoke in the kitchen. My fingers have been nervously fiddling with my phone. Man, I really want to ask Natsuki, but something's just holding me back. There's a knock on the door. Have you asked her yet? No, not quite. She looks down at the phone in my hands. You know, I was told once that if you never ask, the answer is always no. What's the worst that could happen? Don't say that! Don't say that! She says no. Oh no, it can be way worse than that. It can be way worse than that. She won't, sweetie. Just don't say anything stupid and you'll be fine. But that's my specialty. She laughs and shakes her head. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Dinner will be ready soon. I nod as she departs. Anxiety wells up in my chest as I hesitantly boot up my phone. I look for Natsuki's contact, which isn't hard to find since she was the last person I texted. I take a deep breath. Don't mess this up, Mark. I begin texting her. Hey. Oh, she's replying. Hey, what's up? Oh yeah, Natsuki uses a ridiculous amount of emojis or whatever. But this is not an emoji technically, but you know. Hey, what's up? Lol. Just hanging out, you know. Yeah, look at that. How many different ones she uses. Yeah, I haven't done anything today. It's been fun. Oh, that's my mother on the door. I thought... Okay, I'm sorry, but that knocking on the door, I was under the assumption that someone was knocking on the front door. And I thought Natsuki was at the front door, so I was like, why is nobody answering the door? But that was my mother knocking on my door. Okay, just need to clarify that, because I thought that somebody was at the front door. Or Sayori, for that matter. Lol, I can imagine. So are you good to talk right now? Yeah, what's up? How do I word this? Alright, you've seen my poetry and you know I'm not good with words, so I'm just gonna be straight with you. I like you, Natsuki, in that way. Triple dots, triple dots. He's not saying anything. That can't be good. Wait, she's typing. Jesus, that must be a long message. Never before have what? Ellipses. What? What the hell are ellipses? Giving me so much anxiety. I don't know what they are. I'm gonna use this time of peace and quiet to quickly Google what that means. Still expanding my vocabulary. Almost a year after. Need to charge my phone. Ellipsis. Oh, those are those that triple dots. That's what it is. Ellipsis. Apparently that's a synonym for those triple dots that you see when someone is typing in this case, but you know. Yeah. 3 dots. That's literally what it is. It's just 3 dots. I never knew that's what you call it. Okay. The ellipsis, or as a single glyph, also known informally as ... is a series of usually 3 dots that indicates an intentional omission of a word, sentence, or whole section from a text without alerting its original meaning. The words plural ellipsis originates from the ancient Greek ellipses, meaning leave out. Okay, so it just means triple dots. There, learned something new today. That is glyph, which is single, and ellipsis is like the 3 dots in total. So these are ellipses. What the fuck? Woo! You mean like you want to date and stuff? Yeah, that. Sure. Wow, you could be a bit more enthusiastic about that, Natsuki. I'm just gonna ask you out anyway, but this also works, lol. Really? Alright, cool. Since it's still the weekend, technically, you wanna get dinner tomorrow? Sure. Alright, I'll text you the details later. Peace. See ya. She said yes. I have a girlfriend now. Mom! You can't believe what just happened. What? She said yes. See, I told you. I'm proud of you, sweetie. Thank you. I did it. My first ever girlfriend. Just when I thought I'd be single forever too. Not bad, Mark. Not bad at all. Well, it was a bit awkward the way she said everything, but alright. Also pretty funny, like, she protested the most out of anyone that a boy was gonna join the literature club. And then she's the one that ends up dating that guy. Oh, the irony. But anyway. Well, today's the day. It's time for my first official date with Natsuki. Yeah, we hung out during the Christmas party, but that wasn't a date, so to speak. This time, it'll be official. We're going out to dinner and everything. You can practically hear my heart beating. I took upon myself to freshen up a bit beforehand, even dressed in a bit nicer than usual. It's a special occasion, isn't it? Anyway, I'm actually quite pleased with how I look. Knowing Natsuki though, she'll probably make fun of me for cleaning up. It's not like I mind though. That's just who she is. Playful jabs at each other make up a good portion of our banter. Well, I'm sorry, but Sayori does it way better. I mean, mostly it was me who did it to Sayori, but Sayori did it back a whole bunch of times too. And those are actually playful jabs. So I advise the character in the game to rewatch that rewatch that Sayori route. But alright. The rest of it is about manga. I mean, that's just, if you're into that, sure, whatever, who cares. Not that that's a bad thing, exactly. Anyway, it's almost 6:30 AM. 6:30 AM. Natsuki will be here any minute. I got her a box of complimentary chocolates. That's what you're supposed to do on the first date, right? Well, yes, if you believe romance movies. Regardless, I know that Natsuki will appreciate it, for one reason or another. I bought it 2 days ago. I bought it 6 years ago. They have a bit of a funny taste and you have to brush off these white things, but it's completely fine if you eat it. I haven't died yet. It's been sitting on my desk ever since. I quickly head upstairs and go into my room. To my surprise, I don't see the box where I left it. Did it fall on the floor or something? I scanned the floor to my desk, to no avail. Maybe I put it on my bed. I tear off the covers only to find nothing. Searching the blanket I threw on the floor also turns out fruitless. Where the hell did it go? You see, I thought that was the front door last time. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Hello, Mark? Nope, you're not kidding. Ugh. Reluctantly, I head downstairs towards the door. As I pass by the kitchen, a small yellow box on the counter catches my eye. It's the chocolates! Must have brought them downstairs, then I forgot about them. Natsuki's right, I am an idiot. With newly instilled confidence, I open the door to greet her. Hi, Natsuki. Hey, what's up? Hey. You look lovely. Shut up. I can't help but laugh. Here, come on in. Natsuki steps inside and follows me to the kitchen. Here, I got you these. I hand her the box. It's a first date, so this seemed like the right thing to do. Yeah, no, it's... Thank you. I didn't get you anything. That's alright. I guess we'll head out. Yeah, sure. The awkwardness is palpable. Well, this is interesting so far. Interesting is one way to describe that, yeah. We haven't talked since we left the house, and Natsuki has been avoiding eye contact with me for a while now. Things are really awkward. I rack my brain for ways to break the tension, but nothing comes to me. Where are we going anyway? I was thinking we could go to this cafe in the city. Yeah, that sounds good. They better have ice cream. Ice cream? Isn't it a bit cold for that? Doesn't matter, I'm getting ice cream. Well, if you're sure. I am. Hopefully they have strawberry. Strawberry? Excuse me? Hey, what's wrong with strawberry? It's not cookies and cream, that's what. Cookies and cream? Are you an idiot? Probably, but at least I have good taste in ice cream. Natsuki giggles. Sure. If I wanted cookies, I'd get actual cookies. Not some vanilla ice cream knockoff. Oh, you like strawberry. Your opinion regarding ice cream doesn't count. Oh, shut up. Oh yeah, here we go. We've been here before, but in the Yuri house. Alright, we're here. This seems nice. Oh, you should know, Natsuki, because you came here early. You came here every time to read your manga before the literature club or something, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I've been... Oh, but this time I've been here a couple times. My mom and I sometimes come here whenever she's in town. It's not very often, though. She has good taste, then. She sure does. Our hostess calls us to sit wherever we want. Natsuki quickly chooses a table next to the window as she slips her coat onto the back of the seat. We both sit down and talk for a bit while we decide on what to order. Natsuki decides on sashimi with strawberry ice cream for dessert, naturally. I just go with a nice miso soup and carrot salad. He puts our orders into the ticket machine and sit back down. So, read any new series recently? Well, there was this one series I picked up, but I couldn't stand reading it. Was it that bad? Yep, it was called Missions of Love. It was about this girl, Yukina, who's sort of like Yuri. The whole thing was about how Yukina started blackmailing this popular guy's... How the hell is... What the fuck? You start off with the very first thing I know about this character is that she starts blackmailing. So how the hell is she... Is she kind of like Yuri in that regard? Yeah, it's not like she looks like Yuri, she is like Yuri. And then the very first thing you tell me about her is that she likes blackmailing. Yuri is one of the last persons I would see. If there's anyone that I would see blackmailing, it would be you, Natsuki. So I don't know what you're talking about there, but Yuri seems like one of the last people that would blackmail anyone. Or maybe Sayori, and then Yuri would be a very close second. But you know, Yuri is up there with the last people that would ever blackmail. So what the hell? But anyway, the whole thing was about how Yukina started blackmailing this popular guy, Shigure, into doing romantic stuff. That sounds illegal. It probably was. It was so boring though. It was literally just manga tropes, nothing else. I read about 5 volumes, but like nothing happens. One of the reasons I love Parfait Girl so much is because there's always something happening, there's always character developments. In Missions of Love there was just filler. Well, filler is necessary for world and character development. Except there wasn't any development. Reminds me of Sword Art Online. That's an actual anime, isn't it? Oh, don't get me started on Sword Art Online. So much fluff, you'd think it was a marshmallow. Yeah, that's a good one. I've never seen it before, by the way. But I believe it's an actual manga series / anime show. Thank you, thank you. We continue to talk about manga until our food finally comes out. The soup is alright, nothing really to write home about. I do like the salad, however, despite it being, you know, a salad. Oh, burn! Oh no, don't burn, because you don't burn the salads. It doesn't take us long to finish our food. I head up to the register to pay while Natsuki waits outside. Oof, that'll do some damage to my wallet. But it's for Natsuki, so it's worth it. Ooh, that cold hits you like a brick, huh? Yeah, it's freezing out. If you too cold, we don't have to walk around, you know? No, I'm fine. I smile to myself. Natsuki eventually strikes me as the kind to never show any weakness, even if he was freezing cold. With that, we start walking around the city. Is that literally all we're doing, walking around? It's been snowing a lot today, so there's less people out and about than usual. It may be cold, but it's still really nice out. Yeah, definitely. Do you like winter, or are you more of a summer kind of girl? I used to hate winter, but it's definitely grown on me. It is hot chocolate season after all. Exactly. Speaking of which, wanna go get some? Oh, that is Natsuki, yeah, okay, but I thought I said that. Yeah, sure, sounds like... Ring. 1 second. Hello? Hello, sweetie. Oh, hi, Mom. What's up? Are you still on that date? Yeah, we just finished up lunch and we... Lunch? It was 6:30. Lunch. What, was it really 6:30 AM? Hey, hang on. What? Like, no, actually no. No matter whether it was 6:30 AM or 6:30 PM, it's way too late. It's way too early or way too late for lunch. So no way in hell that it was lunch. It was dinner or breakfast, but it wasn't lunch. Or did we walk? Or if it was 6:30 AM, did we walk? Did it take over an hour to? Over 3-4 hours to walk to the town and then get lunch there? Or was it 6:30 and then we walked the entire night through the morning and then... Okay, whatever. Let's just let it slide. We're going to get hot chocolate. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. You're done with lunch. Because you need to get home. What? Why? There's a severe winter weather warning right now and I don't want you walking home in a blizzard. Ah, come on, Mom. It's really not that bad out. Don't argue with me, alright? I'm gonna let you freeze out there. Mom, I'll be fine. My word is final, Mark. I'm sorry to interrupt your dates, but I don't want you hurting yourself. Understand? I sigh. Yes, Mom, I understand. Good. I'll see you soon. Love you. Love you too, Mom. What's wrong? There's a severe winter... What? Winter? What the fuck? There's a severe weather warning right now. Probably a blizzard. Yeah, that's not surprising. What about it, though? My mom wants me to come home now before I get caught in the storm. Sorry. It's okay. I have to get home, too. Alright, well, I had fun today. Yeah, I had a good time. I'll text you. Alright, see ya. Bye. Okay. First date cut short by Mother Nature. Maybe the gods are trying to tell me something. Maybe go for Yuri. The fucking gods are Venus is interfering with what's going on here. She's like, this girl's not right for you, Mark. Come on. Go for Yuri. Or Sayori. Whatever. The gods interfered. And I have nothing to do. I cannot argue against the will of the gods. Anyway, I'll end it off here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So yeah, first a bit awkward date with Natsuki cut short by Venus. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Click the like button if you did. Subscribe to join the Roman army and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, Romans. Valete.